What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Last week, I was speaking a little bit about working with sellers and getting your mindset, being mentally prepared for listing appointments. Now, I want to speak about buyers and how I work with buyers personally and what I do when I'm working with buyers, because that's another portion of real estate. However, of course, we want to get the listings. However, through the process of getting the listings, through the process of marketing, you're going to end up with a few buyers, right? And even if it's buyers from your friends that maybe a friend from college that 5 years down the line, they hit you up, now they want to buy a house, right? I mean, you can always refer them out. However, if you want to personally help them, this is the best way that I would recommend that I run my processes when working with buyers. All right, guys, I'm Jose Rodriguez, team leader of the REJ team with eXp Realty here in New York. I am also running the Built from Pain movement. It's my personal mentorship program. If you guys want to find out more about it, feel free to click the link down below. All right, guys, so let's get started. The first thing is first, when you're working with buyers, you want to have a system, right? And the main thing that I do as a real estate agent is I do not take any buyers out that do not have a pre-approval or is able to show proof of funds if they're looking to purchase a home, right? Because nobody's looking to waste your time. Now, that's number one, and I'll go over that a little bit. And then we'll go on to the next step. So the first reason why I wouldn't take out anybody that's not pre-approved or that doesn't have a proof of funds, regardless of how personal they may seem to take it, right? Because for whatever reason, people get in their feelings when you tell them, hey, great, thank you for the information. I know you want to see the property. The first thing I'm going to need is your pre-approval, and then I could get you in there as soon as possible. Oh, the pre-approval, why do you need to see that? I would rather see the house first, this and that. Well, okay, well, how are you going to know if you're able to even afford the home if I can't even see the pre-approval? There's something wrong if the buyer doesn't want to show you the pre-approval, right? So that's the first red flag that I take from that. Well, if this person's calling me, wants me to help them, and yet when I'm asking what's required of them for me to help them, they don't want to give it, I don't know if I want to work with this buyer, right? So that's the first red flag. First, pre-approval up front. The second thing, after I receive the pre-approval, if they don't have a pre-approval, I help them get that pre-approval because we're here to guide them through the experience. So how do I help them? I recommend them my lender that I personally used with multiple of my clients so they can get pre-approved. That way we know starting off, they're not going to have a problem with, after they find a home, putting in an offer and actually successfully closing. Because there is a lot of lenders out there that do get pre-approvals or do give pre-approvals to their clients. However, they haven't officially underwritten the whole client as much as possible in the beginning process. What do I mean by that? Have they checked absolutely all income and expenses that the client has? Have they verified credit? Have they verified assets, or are they just going from word of mouth of what the buyer's saying, right? So we definitely make sure that our lender goes over and verifies everything up front. So through the process, nobody's gonna have a problem or surprises. So that's number one. Number two, after they successfully having the pre-approval, the second thing that I do is I go ahead and send them out a questionnaire. Why? Because I want to know exactly what they're looking for, their criteria, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what it is that they're looking for in terms of amenities, condition, things like that. So I send them out a questionnaire so they can fill out beforehand. And I also send them the process so that they can see step by step what it's going to take for them to purchase a home. After they fill out that questionnaire, then I have a consultation with them. With that consultation, I'll go over in more depth what it is that they're looking for, and that'll give me a better idea of how I am going to go about them purchasing a home. Once you've taken that initiative and have done all that up front, how do you think you're going to work with those buyers going into those houses? It's going to be a lot more smoother. So then I start sending them homes. They start favoriting the ones that they like based on the criteria that they gave me and the conversation that we have and the notes that I took. I'm going to be able to match them up with the best houses. And based on that, what does that mean? Well, that means there's going to be less trips for you as a real estate agent because you're not going to be wasting your time on houses that they're not going to like, regardless of what they say. If it's something that they want or they need and it's not in the house and it's a non-negotiable, and you don't know about it, you're going to waste your time. You're going to go out there, oh, this house has stairs. I wanted to get a ranch. I don't want stairs. I can't deal with stairs. My back hurts. Whatever. I've heard it all. So I've been through this process multiple times, which is why I've been able to systematically know that when I get this up front, the process is a lot smoother. So now that I'm looking at houses, I already have the vendors that I would recommend in upfront in the process that I send them. I have the vendors that I recommend. I have the attorneys that I recommend. I already have those things sent out to them prior to the consultation, right? And during the consultation, I ask them about their vendors. I ask them about if they have an attorney and all those questions, right? So what's the next step? Well, finding a home, making an offer, right? Guiding them through the process, and then finally finding a successful house that they like and getting a successful offer accepted, and being able to go ahead into the closing table and successfully close. All right, guys, so that's my quick process on working with buyers. If you guys have any questions, feel free to, Instagram is the most responsive way of getting a hold of me. So feel free to hit me up on Instagram, Real Estate Jose. And also, if you want to know more about my personal mentorship program, the Built from Pain movement, feel free to ask me about that as well. The link is down below. All right, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.